All right, welcome back to another exciting episode of Midnight Mayhem. I am your host as usual, and with me are my two co-hosts.
I'm Bobby and I love horror.
I'm Leo and I love films.
Oh,
I thought I spiced it up a little bit.
Fancy,
Yeah.
oh my god.
Ooh la la!
Somebody get the Ferrero Rocher.
I get some croissants. Actually,
Damn, I didn't realize we got here in a Bentley. Oh my god. I'm pinky up.
There you go. There you go.
But anyway, we've been a little on and off with the podcast for last couple of weeks,
Months,
years.
You know what though? It's really nice to see you guys.
Right?
like
always
always.
nice.
Like always.
I am so glad I get to see you guys at all. Because
I'm a
otherwise,
delight.
yes, you are.
Yeah.
And so is Leo.
Thank you.
Look at that. Look at that beautiful face. You got to look at every occasional month.
Twing, sparkle, sparkle.
No, what was it? I know recording's been scarce, but it is like I said.
Uploading's been even scarcer.
Fair.
It's not like we have content just laying there.
No, we do. We have
That's what
so
I'm
much
saying.
content.
That's what I'm saying.
Roll the footage. It's a pile of it's just unused footage.
But no, if we didn't do this, and we just never see each other.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I'm just like, oh boy, can't wait to see my friends and family. And then Leo's just like,
With the cigarette. All right, guys, clock in.
Clock in. Hurry up. I got to wrap in 10.
But
Don't go overtime.
I think I convinced us to watch the movie The Mummy, right? Was it me? Was I the one who did
Yeah.
that?
I didn't want to watch this movie at all.
Yeah. So
And then you were like, let's go see The Mummy. And then somehow I ended up paying for the tickets.
did you?
Yeah.
Nice, thank you.
Yeah. Still waiting on that. Still waiting on that Zell.
I'll be honest. I thought you treated me. What was it? I liked it. It's short and simple.
You can send it now if you want.
Yeah, let's start it now. Yeah, let's start now.
No, I was saying
You
you,
gotta
can
send
send
them
me
out.
Zell now. But
$7. I got you, boo boo.
before we get into it,
Oh wait, I can't. The screen.
a few. Just put up your bank information. I'll be fine. Leo might remember to edit it
Like
out.
-3. Like,
Oh no, yeah, that's pretty good actually.
Raymond, can I spot you next time?
Can I get you next week?
Yeah, it's pretty good.
But before we get into today's episode, a few trailers came out,
Oh, yes, let's talk about that.
and then surprisingly, you saw both of them.
Me?
Which
surprisingly.
which you
Oh,
don't, you
yeah.
don't watch trailers.
I walked out of the theater to avoid trailers. The moment I walked in, the Evil Dead trailer started. I was like, all right, whatever.
I wanted to walk out of the theater. Coming soon.
Yeah.
I didn't like the teaser trailer for Evil Dead. I thought it was whatever. And then Leo's like, the Red Band trailer came out. I was like, all right, well, hopefully.
Like, well, I already don't care about this movie, so I might as well watch it.
Yeah, exactly. And it was all right. I look forward to it, but
I saw it, and I was like, oh, you don't watch trailers, so I just sent it to Leo, and he was like, oh, would you watch it? And I was like, yeah, like, I got to rewatch because I just saw it on my phone. And he goes, oh, kind of lackluster like not too crazy.
Yeah.
I was like, yeah, well, I mean, it's not like it was a Red Band trailer. He's like, it was a Red Band trailer. I was like, that was the Red Band trailer. I was like, okay, yeah, that was pretty soft, but
well, that and plus, I feel like it gave away a lot, but I'm trying not to think about
It
it
did
too
give
much.
away a lot. I mean, I'm hoping. I don't think it's gonna happen. It's just wishful thinking. But I'm hoping it's gonna be one of those movies where the trailer shows different scenes that were altered in the actual movie. Like,
oh, I know what you mean.
because there's a lot of scenes that they specifically showed the entire like scene. You know, like the entire, I guess, play out of the scene. Like, oh, they're fighting in the car. Like, for example, the trailer starts off as like a girl walks in.
Spoiler warning.
Yeah, whatever.
If you haven't watched that trailer,
Girl walks in, she's missing her fingers. Later on in the trailer, you found out like that girl, she's in the car, and it shows how she cuts her fingers off, right? Girl walks in, she has that, the car seat in her neck. You can kind of assume already from
headrest.
Yeah, from the headrest, you can assume what happened.
Car seat's a whole different thing. There was a baby.
No, and then obviously like the dishwasher scene, I was like, they just showed the entire segment. Like before with Evil Dead Rise, they just showed the cheese grater, and they just she was about to do it, and then it cuts there, and you're like, oh, that's gonna be, I want to see that. Yeah, I want to see that. But in this one, they just showed the entire segments to a lot of things. So I was like, I hope that in the movie, the segments are altered or different.
Hopefully.
So it's like, oh, that's
Or
not
not, it
how
should be
they
disappointing.
showed it, but it's still cool. I don't think they're gonna do that, but that's just wishful thinking.
The one thing though is that the trailer gave me more of a Evil Dead 2013 vibe.
A little bit.
It felt more
Little
like gritty. Oh, you're the guy. What did you
The
think?
muddy boots in the beginning
alright.
kind of
the muddy boots.
Yeah.
It was all right.
The girl. Those are the two similarities.
the rain with the muddy boots coming into the house like that. That I first thought I was like 2013 Evil Dead.
Yeah, and I guess the candle wax is like equivalent to the like knife scene.
Sure, but
Light spoilers for 2013, but in 2013 trailers and
Take a
stuff,
shot.
It
Ah,
made
2
it
years
seem
later.
like it was different protagonists. It seemed like they were gonna like kind of redo Ash, and then they're like, nah.
It's Mia's turn.
Yeah, that movie's great.
But-
All right, but what
hold
other
on,
trailers are out?
real
So-
quick. My bad. I'm sorry. Still at the Walking Dead,
Walking Dead.
Evil Dead,
Evil Walking Dead.
2013. Was
about
that the
it?
same girl from the lake?
No.
The one that was like,
The one who flipped the boat?
yeah.
Maybe. I thought the same thing.
I mean, yeah, she looks the same. They're in a lake, so that's no.
He said no.
Okay, well,
He's seen this movie at least twice.
yeah, exactly.
He didn't even like it.
Evil Dead Rise?
Evil Dead Rise, yeah.
No, wasn't it the cousin?
It was the neighbor.
The one who
Neighbor.
flipped the boat. Yeah, the neighbor's the one who got possessed.
The one who rises
Is the
in that
na-
opening
it-
scene.
Is
the
the
neighbor.
neighbor
Is the
from
neighbor.
the end in the beginning?
Yeah.
Yeah. So is that the same one that appeared in the trailer that flipped the boat? She's wearing the
The one-
same
the one
dress.
who's
She looks
floating above the
exactly.
Yeah, that is the neighbor.
So it is a neighbor.
It's a neighbor.
No, but is that the same?
He's saying it's the same person from 2013.
No, it's the same person from Evil Dead Rise.
You did say 2013 though.
Yeah, because you were.
I am
just
so
joking around.
confused. All right, so you're saying the person in the new trailer?
Okay,
Tim, the person in the new trailer-
Okay, hold on, I got this. In Evil Dead Rise, the opening and ending scene starts with the girl rising with she's wet. She's
Yes, I
coming
know
out of the
exactly
lake.
who you're talking about. Yes.
So in this trailer, there's a girl rising above a lake, and then she like
She flips a
flips
boat
the
over.
boat over.
Mhm.
I
We're
didn't
saying,
even
is that the same
I'll be honest, I
person?
didn't even notice that. I wasn't trying to.
Because the whole time you're like, nah.
You mule. Okay.
Because he was talking about 2013.
Yeah, you're like, I know everything about 2013.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
Sure. Let's wait till the movie comes out. Let's move on.
That's in like a few months. Right?
Yeah, fine.
What other trailers are coming out? Because
I'll
you're
be
super
pissed.
excited for a movie called.
I'm super excited for
I'll be
Obsession.
pissed watching that one too. Oh, we're gonna recording Evil Dead.
I showed him a scene from
times.
it. The scene there was a scene that was released for the movie, and I was like, it's terrifying. Like it's scary. And Leo was like, oh, like I mean, it's scary for us. And I was like, no, I mean, like I watched it and I was like actually cringing. And I
It
was
made
like,
me
oh,
stressed, dude.
It was stressful.
it
I
made me
just didn't watch the
stressed,
movie. I'll
dude.
just watch the movie and find out.
Yeah, but
Like it's not scary. It's just all like, why is my heart beating fast? Like,
yeah.
like
why
if-
is my heart beating
why
fast?
am I? Why am I?
why-
Why is my left arm tingling?
Why do I-
why do I
Yeah,
taste pennies?
Exactly. Why do I feel in distress right now?
Why do I feel?
Why do I feel at all?
That's a good. That was a good clip though.
But
I
I'm
gotta
so. The movie looks so good, and then there was another scene that they released, and I was like, I hope they stop doing that because it's like,
Yeah, you just let us see the movie. You,
yeah, the movie comes out in
You already catch my interest.
in
Just-
like less than 2 weeks. Like, let me just watch the movie.
Yeah, exactly.
But I'm already sold on it. And then the other movie, the one I want to talk about was Resident Evil, because there's a lot of discourse in that. I was.
I
talking
don't
to-
know if you saw the trailer. Did he see the trailer?
He
Yeah,
did
I
because
did.
a buddy of his was like, "Oh my god, I know you love Resident Evil. Check this out."
Jason, you guys all
Bubbles-
they met Jason. You met Jason. Jason's. Oh wait, they haven't because I haven't finished that
Who
recording.
the hell is Jason?
Who the hell is Jason? Who the hell is Bucky?
Who the hell is
the
Jason?
homie Jason
Not
was,
yet releasing an episode.
Was like, hey, I really want you specifically to watch it. So like, all right, I'll watch it for you specifically. I liked it.
Yeah, there's
He
a lot of
should
discourse.
be in all of our video game based horror movies reviews.
Yeah, throw him back in.
Yeah,
We'll watch Resident Evil.
Yeah.
Have you heard about the discourse about the trailer? It's
Um,
basically Resident Evil fans are just like, that's not Resident Evil. Where's
Yeah.
Leon? Where's Jill Valentine?
let me tell you, all those fans,
Claire.
specifically fans, are a bunch of idiots.
Yeah.
No, it's stupid.
Well,
From
no,
the,
I'm saying they just
I know.
want-
I'm just saying I like Claire.
from the
I like
beginning,
I like Claire. I
from
like
the
Jill,
beginning,
too.
they said they're like, this is just gonna be like a different movie in the Resident Evil universe.
Yeah.
Completely fine with that. Like I'm fine with that. Like I've seen all the Resident Evil movies, like the OG ones.
Yeah, they have almost nothing to do with the games.
When I was younger, they were, oh, that's cool, that's fun. But then as I got older and they kept making those movies, I'm like, this is stupid. Like it just looks
Extinction
goofy.
on is pretty horrible.
Yeah, it was basically just.
for me, it was Afterlife on, which was after Extinction. But yeah, after Afterlife.
Did you like Afterlife?
No, I didn't.
That's what he's saying. After everything
Oh,
after
I guess,
Extinction.
yeah, you're
I
right.
barely liked Extinction.
That's the one with.
I liked Extinction.
with
Well, I
the
mean, if I go
shipping
back
crates,
and
right?
watch it, who knows?
That's the one where they're in the desert.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But the movie before, she had an army, and then I was like, all right, let's go.
It was Armageddon or something like that.
Yeah.
I don't-
It's like if you ever played 99 lives with Mario.
Yeah.
It's like she ends the movie with 99 lives, and then the last one is like, oh, just one.
Yeah.
It's like final life.
Yeah, once
what happened?
Once they introduced the clones, I was like,
They were just dumb.
what the
They
hell
all
is
just, like,
this?
fell off a cliff.
Yeah, it's so stupid. Anyways, then the remake
Simpson.
came out, and it still was kind of
Oh,
sucky.
it was cool, but
here's,
it was bad.
Here's the thing. So a bunch of people online are basically being like, oh, this movie's dumb. Where's Leon?
Yeah, dude.
Where's this? Where's that? Or whatever. And I'm just like, if you like the story so much, play the games.
Yeah, exactly.
It's like, it's Resident Evil adjacent. Like, it's Resident Evil,
Right.
but it's not. It has nothing to do with the main story. It's
Enjoy
just-
it like that, dude.
if you're adding more context to what happened at during Raccoon City,
yeah.
right? Because people are like, oh, well, like I wanted this, I wanted that, or whatever, and they're like, you got a movie that was nothing but references.
Yeah, dude.
5 years ago, you got Welcome
Yeah.
to Raccoon City,
Yep.
which I saw.
You got a
Beautiful
TV
sets,
show as
beautiful
well.
sets in that
I
movie.
saw. Yeah,
You got a TV show as well.
It's funny because people are saying like, they're like doing like revisionist history, like, oh, well, we always loved Welcome to Raccoon City because it was so good, and it was like, no, you didn't. You hated it when it came out. In fact, I'm pretty sure the Rotten Tomato score is like 44%.
Yeah.
But I watched it. It wasn't bad.
Hmm.
It was cool. It was cool seeing like references and stuff. But it was like every scene was like a reference.
Yeah, and you're talking about the remake, right?
I'm talking about the 2021 Welcome to Raccoon City.
Oh, okay, yeah, I saw that one too, and I'm like, wow. I mean, from the little bit that I played from the first game, this is like a shot by shot
And it was
remake.
cool.
Yeah,
Like,
I was like, okay. I mean, I'm not a hardcore fan, but I appreciate.
exactly.
Yeah.
Because I was like, oh, it'd be cool if they did the scene with the zombie in like the very first Resident Evil game where they first see the zombie.
And he just slowly
they-
turns around.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But then they start the movie with other zombies and stuff. I was like, okay, they're probably not gonna do it. And then
Yeah.
they get to Spencer's mansion and they do that exact shot. I was like, that's so cool.
Yeah,
As
I was like,
as a Resident Evil
that's
fan,
a cool.
that's cool.
Yeah, that's an awesome.
As a movie fan,
That's stupid.
it's stupid. It's like, this doesn't make sense in
Yeah,
form.
just kind of like the movie Doom, where it's like the whole movie was crappy, and then there's this one like first person scene,
Yeah, the whole first person segment.
which as a fan you're like, oh, this is what I wanted.
Yeah.
As a movie fan, it's like, what the hell is this going? What the hell is
Yeah, but
going on?
it's funny because basically the comparison I'm making is like, imagine people watch the movie Dune
Yeah,
or Doom.
Doom. Yeah,
And they go like, oh, the whole thing should have been in first person or whatever.
yeah,
It's like you wouldn't have actually liked it if it was in first person.
No.
You're just saying that because you think that's what the game is like.
yeah, exactly. That was a cool reference they
Yeah.
did at that quick segment in first person. That was awesome.
But if you do want to watch something in first person, that's pretty cool as Hardcore Henry.
that, awesome. Anyways, I really enjoy Resident Evil, like the new one, the trailer that came
The
out.
Netflix one, right?
It reminds me a lot of Silent Hill, actually.
yeah.
The original?
My only
Yeah.
concern is that they're just using the known name of Resident Evil and kind of taking it like a completely different direction.
I feel like that's
like,
what they're
like,
going for.
the best example,
So
I
after the movie comes out, I want you to watch interviews with the director
uh-huh.
because he knows his stuff.
Well, no, I'm sure if I watch the movie, I'm going to see whether or not he takes it which way or not. Because
Yeah.
I just recently played like 1 through 6, and
Oh.
Chronicles 1 and 2.
They should put Leon.
Where's Leon?
No, but I'm saying like I just played like all of them.
I hope,
so I'm
I hope
like,
the movie ends with the guy from Weapons being like, actually, my real name is Leon.
I
Kennedy."
played I played 1.
It's like a Batman Begins or
Oh,
Batman
yeah.
The Dark Knight. It was like, oh, you should go by your real name,
Robin.
Leon Kennedy.
Yeah.
I played Jill's storyline, then started 3, then went back to Chris's storyline and started Claire's, and then Leon's, and then I continued from
You're
there.
playing
So
everything
like
in chronological order.
with the character, like
Yeah.
found it chronological with the character. I very enjoyed it very much. So I'm like, oh, it'd be cool.
He's
to
a
see what
very
they do.
enjoyable character. I enjoy him too, but I
Who?
mean, Leon.
Oh yeah,
Like, but at the same time, it's
I like
with-
Jill and Claire. They were the best characters.
at this time, this movie, it's supposed to be like they said, it's his own thing, and obviously, like, how many Resident Evil movies have there been? Like 9, 8?
I don't know, man. It's been a
Close
lot,
to it.
though. Yeah.
So
So the original series was like 7 movies.
right, and then there was the remake.
Then there was
A series.
the series, the remake.
So yeah, and every single one of those like has tanked, and they have rotten reviews. So it wouldn't hurt to try something different
Oh
with
yeah.
the
I'm
franchise.
mainly
and at
thinking
least
about.
the movie, at least the movie universe. It
But I was
wouldn't.
telling him because I was like, there was a tweet I saw where it was like, oh, like you see him going through drawers, there's nothing inside it. It's
Yeah.
like, that's Resident Evil.
Yeah,
that's half
exactly.
the game.
Yeah,
Well,
exactly.
see, the two things I immediately thought of was the Evil Dead trailer. What was it? What is it called?
Burn.
Burns?
Yeah.
Evil Dead Bird.
Evil Dead Burn. I was like, why? The teaser trailer has them like poofing into smoke and this lady's like running away. I was like, are they ghosts now? Like, what the hell is
Wait,
happening?
what the hell? No.
Yeah, and no, in that
In the
trailer,
teaser trailer.
in the teaser trailer,
Oh.
she's running around and you see bodies falling and they're poofing into like you see like it's like if you're seeing the ghost of the house, like it like she's being terrified by it. I was like, Are they just using Resident Evil and just making a ghost movie?
Yeah.
I mean, Resident Evil. My God, friggin' Evil Dead. You got me doing what you did earlier.
So
And I'm circling.
he didn't get it.
What?
It's not like ghosts. That's not like, oh, they're vanishing. That's like smoke.
Yeah.
Or like it's dust.
Yeah, like burnt. Like they're what? It seemed like
they were vanishing, but they were falling on like ash.
Falling
like,
on ash.
Yeah. So there's a lot of smoke going on in there, but they're not vanishing.
okay.
Yeah.
There's a lot of things I thought of that segment. I don't want to get into it. But
Yeah, the trailer was like 20 seconds long, and Bobby's like, I hated
didn't
it.
like it.
Yeah,
no,
like,
I was like, it was whatever.
I was like, it's
I
a
did like
T.
19 seconds of that.
yeah.
And then same thing with this movie. Circling back to the main movie we're talking about today. But my number one critique with it is like they use the idea of the Mummy to just basically make an Exorcist movie. So
And I agree with that.
yeah, like what?
Because I immediately I was like, I don't want to watch this movie because it doesn't feel like a mummy movie. It feels like it's basically Mama mixed with The Exorcist.
Yeah. That's
exactly
perfect.
what it is.
With
And then
a
some
hint
Evil
of the
Dead.
cinematography from Evil Dead.
A little
I hate.
sprinkles.
Okay.
Of Evil Dead.
So the director.
Oh, we're getting into it. We're getting into it, right?
I
Okay,
want
all
to circles
yeah.
back in
Hold on,
transition.
We're watching The Mummy today.
We
saw The
did
Mummy.
watch the movie Mummy because of me, because I was like, I want to see it. Honestly, conceptually, the idea that your child gets kidnapped in another country while you're away on a temporary job is horrifying.
That already is a horror movie.
That's
alone.
okay.
That first
Then-
part of the movie, that could have been the movie. And it's already terrifying.
And then her reappearing and seeming to have been possessed. I was like, okay, like I'm assuming they're gonna take this in a.
I don't
in a
think that's where they would have gone initially.
no, but in the from the trailer, from the initial
yeah.
first spectacle.
What do you
of the
know?
thing.
You never see trailers.
I saw this one.
Oh, okay.
But just because my it kept getting fed to me and I kept having to skip it because my son was
Bobby's like, no, stop.
no my son and I we watched I guess I'll just name drop a YouTuber I like. We watched Syriacs together. We watched like Donkey Kong Bonanza.
Oh no, now we gotta blur out that name. We don't get
No,
sponsored.
give him a shout out. No, but
Give him a shout out with their 12.
my son is has slowly
That's
developed.
for you, Syriacs. Those extra 2 subscribers.
Hey,
We got you.
my son has been really enjoying Donkey Kong as a character.
Oh,
And every time there's a commercial break, that trailer kept popping on. And, you can't skip the first couple seconds.
Yeah.
So I was like, ah!
yeah.
So I eventually inevitably end up watching some of it.
So we gotta get premium.
So anyway, the director is Lee Cronin, and he had to have his name in front of the movie because they didn't want it to be confused with like the Universal Mummy, which they're making a 4th one.
I thought it was a Universal movie.
No, it's weird because
I thought it was a Universal movie as well.
Because why call it
a while
The
back.
Mummy?
A while back, they made The Mummy with Tom Cruise
Right.
because they were trying to start the Dark Universe,
Yeah.
which went nowhere.
No.
I don't even know if they're still working on that.
No. Fuck no, they didn't.
No.
It was so funny because Dracula Untold was the first movie, and then when the Tom Cruise movie came out, that's when they just laid out these plans. And before the movie even released, they already had the entire cast for all the movie monsters. They already had, what's his name again? The guy that plays a pirate.
Johnny Depp.
Johnny Depp. They already had
Okay.
Johnny Depp to play as the Invisible Man. They had a couple
That
of
would suck.
yeah, they had all these characters laid out: the Invisible Man, the Mummy, the Werewolf, the Dracula. It's like they already had everybody casted, and the Mummy hasn't even released yet. For what?
And then they're like do like a little like like the press conference thing they do with Marvel or whatever. Like
Yeah.
and all these movies, all these monsters movies are gonna come together and they're gonna make the cinematic universe.
Yeah.
The Monster Mash or whatever.
Yeah. They even had Van Helsing cast in there too. I was like, what the hell
bring
is
back
he?
Hugh
We're,
Jackman.
we're never in this channel going to get into the reason why I don't like Tom Cruise. But I'm not a big Tom Cruise fan.
I know why.
Yeah, you know why, but no one else is going to know why.
He doesn't know why.
I don't know why. I don't care.
So
why.
I never bothered to watch the movie. I have no interest in watching it.
Oh, it's okay. I didn't
Tom
watch
Cruise
it
makes
either.
amazing movies. I ain't gonna lie, he does amazing stunts, but like I don't like him personally.
as a person.
So
He has great spectacles in movies. But
Yeah, I remember seeing some of
his
the
movies are
Mission
hit or
Impossibles
miss.
when I was like a child, and I remember them being amazing.
Edge of Tomorrow was amazing. That's my
I
favorite
haven't
Tom
It's funny.
Cruise
They,
movie.
randomly, they announced that they're gonna make a Edge of Tomorrow too,
Yeah, they've been saying that for years.
and they were like, how funny would it be if they just did a shot-for-shot remake of the first movie?
Wasn't he also in is it not The Day After Tomorrow? What's the Alien movie with Dakota Fanning as a child?
Oh, War
War
of the Worlds.
Worlds.
That one was good.
Was he in that?
Yeah,
Yeah.
that one was good.
Okay, that's the last thing I remember watching him in.
But anyway,
I love that one.
Lee Cronin also made a movie that we reviewed on the channel called
And that's why we brought it up so much early on. Evil Dead Rise.
Evil Dead
That
Rise.
was
And there's
pissed,
a specific
man.
scene. There's a specific scene in Evil Dead
This
Rise
is awesome shot.
that I thought it was very cool. It's like when the mother is possessed and she's making eggs, as you do, and the family's in the background. I was like, that's such a cool scene. That's such an iconic shot, right? So this movie basically answers the question: what if you did that over 100 times, and then called it a movie?
Yep.
So what Raymond's trying to say, there's a scene where like it zooms into her eyes, zooms into her what she's doing, zooms into the back of her ear with the background blurred out. So there's all these different shots, being as vague as possible, but also it's still telling you what's going on in the scene. So you feel disoriented.
It's weird. So it's like there's a person in the forefront, and they're in focus, and then there's a blur effect, but then you see the people in the background, and they're also in focus, and they do that like every other shot.
It's very well known for the Evil Dead movies. They do that a lot. In the 2013, they did that as well. It was they did that a lot in Evil Dead Rise.
Evil Dead Rise, I noticed it more, and then this one was
and
like
this one
everything.
They overused it a lot. There was one scene that I was talking to Raymond where was it? Remember when she was like in the I don't know what scene it was, but it was like there was something in the foreground, something in the middle, and then something in the background, right? And they did that blur effect for the middle ground.
When she's watching the tapes.
Right. When she's watching the tapes, like you see the middle ground in focus, but the foreground, the background blurred out. So I'm like, that's a weird perception, you know?
Yeah, it's almost like it was like AI enhanced.
It's almost like it almost gave you that same. Fuck it. You know Ant-Man. You know that effect they did with Ant-Man, where it's like they had the middle focus, but everything else blurred out, and if you zoom out, it makes it seem like he's miniatured. But in this case, everything's big, so it doesn't give that effect because it's not supposed to. But it's just weird. Yeah. It's a little weird.
Well, we'll get into it. We're gonna take a quick break, and then we'll get back to whatever this movie was.
And we'll focus on the main course.
Yeah. We'll be back.
Hopefully you enjoyed a little appetizer of our somewhat opinion of the movie. Cousin, Raymond, you're going to go over, I guess, the story beats? Or No? What do you want to do exactly?
Well, first of all, ratings.
Ratings. So you want to do ratings first?
So 7. I feel like you said 7?
7. Arguably a 6.5, but 7 is what I'm sticking to.
You know what? I'm going to give it a 7. Even though I was talking a lot of shit in the beginning.
I liked the movie. I don't think it's a great movie.
It's not a great movie, but it's as a horror movie, it does have a lot of horror elements.
I like monsters.
4.
Fuck.
I did not like this movie at all.
That's crazy. I know you didn't.
I didn't.
We walked out of the movie like
very rarely. very rarely do I'm like, I don't want to watch that movie, and it's like it's whatever, you know.
I don't even think I can convince you otherwise in this.
It doesn't pique my interest, right?
Yep.
And there's not a whole I can do. Like maybe I'll watch it at some point. I'm like, there's actually better than I thought.
Like Night Swim.
What the best movie ever?
You don't see the trailer for Night Swim and be like, I'm gonna go.
No, I saw the trailer for Night Swim. I was like, this looks like dog water.
Example though. I don't have to talk about that. Go ahead. No interest in watching it.
Like I said, the whole movie, like you see the trailer and it's like, this is just an exorcism movie. This is like it has nothing to do with the mummy. It's just an exorcism movie. And then it's like, like she's like feral because she was gone for so long. And it's like, okay, so it's also Mama, right? Right. And then there's like just like random like clips that they've used in the trailer where it's just like, okay, that's just there. Like there's no point. Mm-hmm. There's no point in having it.
All right.
And then there was a specific scene I remember always seeing in the trailer where they was like, "It's fun being dead, Grandma," or whatever.
Yeah.
It's like, okay, so like, goner for sure.
For sure, yeah. There's a lot of goners in the movie for sure. Like,
I'm pretty sure one person dies.
So
one person of importance dies.
Well, I mean, more than one person dies, but yeah, one person of the main storyline.
So spoilers, if you haven't figured that out yet.
Spoilers, yeah.
We got Grandma.
Yeah.
We got
brothers.
The brothers.
We
got the crazy mom.
The crazy mom, the husband, or the dad of the crazy
mom.
The
entire first family, I guess.
Yeah,
the entire
minus
first family dies except for the little girl.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
And then Grandma dies. That's everyone.
Which is crazy because I thought going into this movie and then seeing how the things were playing out in the movie, I'm like, the whole family's gonna die. Like, there's no way they're getting out of this.
I was like, as the movie was going on, I was like, I kind of hope it ends dark. Like, I kind of hope everyone just dies.
I'm kind of glad it didn't because I was expecting it to end dark. Because I'm like,
the way outcome. I was like,
the way that she is in the movie, I'm like, no, she's a goner. Like, she's not coming back from all this crazy shit, you know. And then
which also like how
I don't
I'm
know.
gonna-
I
I'm
have
gonna-
no
I'm gonna
idea.
rattle off-
He's
Dude.
just fine.
Yeah, no, dude.
I'm gonna rattle off the basics of the story beats just in case someone hasn't seen the movie and they're like, "What are you talking about?" Basically, little girl gets kidnapped
He's
in
ruining
Egypt.
the mayhem. They're gonna understand.
Oh, the mayhem.
Little girl gets kidnapped in Egypt. Gets locked in a sarcophagus. They find her body in the sarcophagus. 7 years later?
8
years later.
8 years later. She's acting feral, like he said. And then she's possessed by the mummy, and the family's dealing with the torment of it. That is the most rundown version of the movie. I'm trying to think if there's anything else I should mention. Grandma's a sweetheart.
Grandma beat down simulator.
Yeah, I
The
mean,
mom was phenomenal.
everybody was nice. There wasn't a single character I'm like, oh, he's an asshole. He deserved it. You know,
There,
except,
Yeah.
Oh, you know what? There is this weird, not weird, but it's an interesting story plot that I enjoyed, where the mother is pregnant at the time the eldest daughter gets kidnapped, and since she's been gone, the child is now 8 years old. So it's like this weird
7.
7. All right, 7 years old.
You don't count that first year.
I count it.
It's weird though.
I know,
Sure.
but like conceptually, it's a dark idea. It's a dark theme to like.
yeah,
It's like, oh, you replaced me. Like,
yeah,
It's like-
You
it's-
Which
could-
how much better would this movie have been if
if they
she
focus
was
on the
messing
story.
with her?
Yeah.
He's like,
I mean,
oh,
she
you're-
was.
Yeah, I mean she was, but it was like if they use that as like the anchor
More.
point where it's like,
yeah.
oh, like you're just a replacement, and this or whatever. Like
I
really
expected
make
that.
her feel like she didn't belong.
That's why this movie kind of took twists and
Instead,
turns.
she was like, "Let me taste them piggies," and then suddenly she's possessed. It's like, okay,
yeah, they took it like there was twists and turns. I didn't understand why they took them. I was like, you have this really sad dynamic between the family.
yeah,
Just focus on that because that's what I'm most interested
yeah.
in.
It's like that's the most interesting concept they could focus on.
Yes,
And they don't touch upon it.
a little bit, but not.
There's
a-
one scene I enjoyed,
It's like the best scene in the movie.
which is the father and mother arguing, and they're basically like, "Oh, like, will you blame me for like losing her or whatever?" And then the mom is just like, "Kinda, yeah." And then he's like, "Well, where were you? Like, you were just out, like you were just working."
No, she was not. She
something.
was working. She was at work,
Yeah,
and she's
but-
like, "You didn't notice the candy wrappers either. You weren't paying attention to it. You were you
Yeah, he's like, "Well, it's like I saw like I was by myself the whole time."
It was just like a blaming
Like you
game
weren't
going
paying attention
back,
either.
and that, I mean that usually happens with like.
That's a fight
Just-
you
well,
don't
I mean,
pick with
'cause
your
it-
wife.
And it does
is what
it
that
does
is.
make sense because it's like if a kid goes missing, and the other parent is the last one to see it, you're gonna blame that parent, whether you don't want to or not. Like
Yeah, but it's not like she
deep
went
down.
missing by accident. It's like she was like
Kidnapped.
kidnapped. She was
Clearly
like, groomed.
kidnapped.
She was groomed to stay in like a specific part of the.
Yeah, but
the
the thing is, that,
backyard.
yeah, but that's the point. She got kidnapped from her home. It's
Yeah.
not like she got kidnapped in the street. No, it was her home, supposed to be like, oh, the safe space. So if that happens from her home, it's like, dude, like, can't be safe anywhere.
After the movie, Raymond was like, it was so weird the way they got over it. Like they moved on so quickly.
Well, I mean, it's been
It's like-
years. Like,
No,
it's
man,
not like they moved on
The
either.
weird thing is like,
I get.
how
what
do
you're
you have
saying.
a functioning marriage
Marriage.
and family?
Oh, like
after losing
them?
a
way
child?
more resentment in that
Yeah.
marriage?
Yeah, I guess
It's like
you're right.
it's like your wife gets pissed at you if you leave the toilet seat up. It's like, what if you
Yeah.
lost a child? Like,
But the thing
I'm
is,
like,
the
hey,
thing is,
babe, can you please
you
bring me
had-
this one thing home? And she just bring it home. You're like,
I
guess
you
it
don't
don't
love
matter,
me anymore.
yeah.
I guess I'm worthless. I guess I'm a piece of garbage. I guess I'll just go kill myself.
I
Like,
guess
I'm gonna go find myself in an ancient tomb and just like
Yeah.
chill out for 8 years.
it's because like when she went missing, the little boy was around that same age, maybe a little bit older. You know, so he still
He
had.
was younger.
So he probably had trauma too. That they're like, hey, we gotta get our shit together so he doesn't get traumatized.
You could do that from separate houses.
I know, but
I-
but also like she was pregnant, so obviously like them staying together was to kind of like save the baby. I can kind of see them like trying to save the
I would have
baby.
appreciated that on screen. Like at least some form of like, hey, our marriage isn't doing the greatest,
But,
but
we
like,
gotta-
For
gotta
the
keep it
sake
together.
of
We're
like the
taking it for our
unborn
kids.
baby and the other baby, like it's like yeah, we gotta just at least.
instead it was like depressed dad at work, but I was like, that's work. like,
Yeah.
like,
That's- I mean, people
And
can be
then-
happy at work. I didn't know that.
obviously he
Movies
gets
are
he
fake.
gets like, super excited when he finds out his daughter's alive or living.
But you can tell they're still like traumatized when the kid wants to go
It's
to
not until
like,
that
the
moment
trip.
though.
And
would have.
mom's like, no, you can't go. It's like, well, why? It's like, because I said so. It's like, and which is understandable, you know,
Yeah.
like,
Yeah.
I would have more, but it's just like that
was like a
the
little
drama of
knife
the show
twist.
was so good.
That was like a
Yeah.
little knife twist. It's like, oh, like there's a trip to Europe or whatever. I don't know where he was going. It didn't matter. I didn't
it
like
was
the
to
movie.
Europe. It was.
Yeah,
Europe.
he's like, there's a trip to Europe, and it's. I just want to let you guys know early that you're not going on a trip. He's like, well, I'm not Katie, and it's like yeah, because you're still here. But it's like
When I was a kid, my mom didn't even let me go to like a 20. They had this event. I don't know if you remember, but it was this place called C-Ring next to our high school. It was like a internet cafe, and they had like a bunch of games there, right? You go in, play Call of Duty, Counter-Strike, whatever, right? For I think for like $20, you get 3 hours.
back in my day,
right?
it was a nickel.
No, yeah. And every month once a month they would do this event. It's called a 24-hour gaming session. Not 24-hour, overnight gaming session where it starts at 9 p.m. and it ends at like 7 p.m. So I think it was like $30, and they pretty much like give you free food, free drinks, and you get to play an all-nighter there. And I told my parents, I was like, dude, it's an all-nighter. They're like, no, you can't go. It's like, well, why? It's like, so I get the mom. My mom didn't want to let me go to a all-nighter gaming session.
Yeah.
Because
As far
they
as
never
we
found
know.
your sister.
Yeah. That's how it's gonna go. Yeah. You beat me to it. Any redeemable qualities for this movie from you? Because it seems like you just despise it.
There was nothing. Okay, there was like the acting was all right. There was a scene toward the end where they're watching the movie. Like this is the part that you like kind of cringed at. They showed the possession scene.
The main thing I didn't like.
Yeah, they showed like the possession scene or whatever.
a lot of
and
things I didn't
it's
like
very, what's the word you like? Suggestible,
Disturbing.
suggestive, and they're watching and they're in horror. And the mom is a phenomenal actress. You see her like she's terrified.
Yeah.
You got a tear going down her face. Like it's a horrible thing to watch. And the dad's there.
Yeah.
He's like, give us something. Like give us a tear. Give
Yeah.
quiver.
He's just
Do
there like
something.
watching.
He's just like, that's my little girl.
Yeah.
He's like, yeah, man. Like
that doesn't explain what I just saw 30 seconds ago in the
like,
basement.
she was floating, but no, it don't
Jesus
make
Christ.
sense. It's like,
Yeah, no, that is the problem.
let's
and then the whole
look,
time
look,
when I
look.
was watching the movie, I was like, why does this dude look so familiar? And I was like, was he on like an SNL skit or something? Like he looked so familiar. And then we were watching a recap. We were watching Amanda the Jedi, and she was like, oh yeah, he's the boyfriend from Midsummer. I was like, that's what it was. I was like, he's just a bad spouse.
let's put ourselves together. Let's talk about name 2 good things, 3 good things about the movie. 3 good things.
Even two is too much.
I'm gonna let him go because he's gonna
3
have
good
fewer
things.
than
Go
me.
for it.
Okay, so
I don't wanna take
there's a
yours.
part at the end of the movie where the credits start to roll. No,
Before we went into the
there's a part before I had to pay. There's a part where the movie ended.
wow, I went to the bathroom.
Yeah. So
We're gonna get to the stuff that we didn't like.
The part that resonated with me was the argument between the husband and wife, where they're basically playing the blame game on each other,
Yeah.
and it's has nothing to do with horror. It's just the most like best representation I can think of like that situation.
Of
Like
a parent in that situation?
as a movie, that was like the best scene.
Mhm.
As a horror movie, people are like, "Oh, like this is boring. Let's just get to the, like
I mean,
I want
yeah.
to see Grandma get punched again," you know.
Can bust out her teeth again.
Exactly. Like, and then I did like I liked the little girl and the grandma's relationship.
Yeah, that was cute.
There
sad,
was a
but-
couple of things where she's just like, "Oh, like grandma, like what was she saying? Something about like your teeth or whatever." She's just like,
Oh yeah,
like,
yeah.
like a xenomorph.
Yeah.
And then there's another part where she's like, "Oh, your sister's coming back, and she missed a lot of birthdays." And she's like, "Well, there's so much cake. Like, can I just have like a little piece?" She's like, "No, like, like it's not."
The
it's not for
grandma's
you.
trying to
It's-
be the best grandma. Like she even made
Yeah.
like how many cakes? 17 cakes or 16 cakes?
Well,
8
8
years worth of cakes.
So 8 cakes,
Oh, that's right. Yeah, you're right. You're
and
right.
then the
you're
little
right.
girl's like, she takes one and really dibs.
Yeah.
So like I thought she was funny. I felt like the son just stopped being a character after a certain point.
Yeah, he became just like
He-
your
he was
regular.
teenagers in my
Yeah,
right?
exactly.
What are you just in your room listening to music and your sister scratching at the walls?
Remember back in the day when I'd come to visit you guys and you guys just stay in the room the whole time? It's kind of like that.
Man, I
Like,
didn't want to talk to you. Either.
teenagers, man.
I don't want to talk to you then either. Here's an unplugged controller. Let's go play Smash.
Yeah, they used to do that to me when I was like 15. I'm like, come on, guys. I know I'm not in the game.
That's
Like,
funny.
And you're like, yeah, that's you. You're Master Hand. You're doing a good job.
That's not even a joke. That's
Douchebag.
anything else? I'll let
No,
you. I'll let you
there
guys,
was okay. There
there's
was
like 3 more.
there
things.
weren't any.
exactly.
And I'll let you guys go.
I'm
Like,
letting you
those are
go.
the, I'm trying. Those are
Okay,
my two.
fair
those are
enough.
two things.
I'm giving you the meat now. I'm gonna say over little bits in the bones
The
I
bones,
enjoyed.
huh? I'm after the marrow.
So
Yeah.
I mean, what
You
I
go,
like, the characters were. I love the characters. I cared for the characters. You know,
Same.
I cared for the mom, the dad especially. You know, like even though the son, he was just like a useless character later on. Like I cared for him too. I cared for every single one of them, even the grandma. You know.
Nobody felt like a straight body where I was like,
Even
just
in
die.
the
Like,
very
just, I'm waiting for you to
beginning,
go.
in the very beginning, when the opening scene where it's like the bond that the dad had with the kids, I'm like, what a great family. And even when when the dad dies, I was like, oh shit, you know, like I bonded with every single one of those characters, including the cop lady for some weird reason. Like I was like,
Unrelated.
Batty.
That song they were singing at the beginning was a bop.
yeah, dude.
Yeah.
So it's
I was. I'm gonna look that one
yeah,
up later.
dude.
That's going on the playlist.
So the characters were good. The dynamic between the characters was good. Obviously, the
Oh, 'cause
gore.
what did I tell you? Like, during the movie, it was like, oh, like they had that fight, and then they didn't like have another interaction
Until
for, like,
the very
next,
end.
like 30 minutes of the movie
No, until the funeral.
until the funeral.
Yeah.
Until the funeral.
And even then, that was like barely anything
Yeah.
because he's
Yeah.
like staring at the wall. And
It's
he's like,
funny because even the son is like, hey, go to mom.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, mom's looking for you. It's like,
No, he says go. Like mom needs you. Is what he says. Like
Yeah.
go downstairs.
The gore of the movie, obviously one of the highlights, or
Fantastic.
depending on which way you take it, because there were some really
was it
disturbing
gore
scenes.
or was it grotesque?
Grotesque? Definitely grotesque.
Because there wasn't a lot. There was some gore. Like I didn't, like I wasn't gonna go home and be like, oh, I gotta clip my nails. I was like,
Yeah.
I could wait a few days. But then most of it was just
I enjoyed
like
that scene so much.
most of that was like just like
Like
gross.
grotesque, yeah. It was
It was
grotesque.
gross. It wasn't like
Like-
somebody got their arm ripped off.
Right. I mean, the only gore that I can really think of is like the deaths by the airplane. I was like, oh, that's some cool gore, whatever, right? But yeah,
good
the rest
shots.
of the movie was just like it was just grotesque. The
Well,
toenail.
speaking of the airplane
scorpion.
scene, did they die in the crash or did she kill them?
Yeah, who knows?
Right.
Because the guy was impaled through the tree,
through the mouth.
through the mouth.
So
Like,
you're
you
trying
don't
to tell
land
me
like that.
there was a plane
How
crash?
do you know you land when you fly out of a plane?
Yeah.
I've done
You
it
just
before.
land wherever you land.
I've done it before. No.
You land how you land.
Well,
Yeah, but
actually,
you don't land sideways.
I would say maybe
maybe.
she did that
That's what I was thinking.
because why did the plane crash in the first place?
Speaking of cool shots, though, that fucking plane in the background.
Raymond hated it.
The plane.
Okay,
Raymond hated it.
there's
That shit was
there was
cool.
a lot of weird.
Yeah,
there
shit
was
was
a lot of
cool.
weird stuff at the beginning of the film, where it was like they rubbed like Vaseline on the lens.
Yeah. The
And,
smear effect.
and on
Yeah.
that scene, they had it. They were like transitioning between like
Little
close
boy,
up of him
guy drinking water bottle.
and then
on a
further
bike.
away. And I think it was on the further away shot. They were just like, they were like Simba, and they just put on the Vaseline, and it was just like, why is it blurry? Like, why is it blurry here?
Was it just to focus on the flame?
No, it was
No,
it
it
was
was
supposed to
just- it was
focus on the
there.
kid, but then it's one of those scenes where it's like,
I was focused on the kid, and
It's a
then,
pl-
and then I
it's a-
noticed the plane.
yeah,
just like,
you're not supposed. It's not the
spiraling.
scene is not supposed to focus on the background, but you're supposed to notice. Your eye that goes there. You're
Like, you'll
like,
notice
what
it
is that?
moving.
What's going on? Yeah, like
Yeah.
something happened in the background without you being like, oh shit, like a plane is going down in the background. Like,
Yeah.
well, what is that in the background exactly?
that was cool.
So it was intentional. I thought it was cool too. Like it was a cool shot. But other than that, I mean, it had some
turn.
decent scares, I guess.
Name one.
The freaking
That's what I thought.
the mom talking. How do I explain it? No, it's the where she's talking to someone in the backyard. Like that whole segment, I'm just like, fuck, what is she gonna do? Like, like that had me on the edge of my seat. Because the relationship between the father and the daughter early on is well established. Like he clearly loves and cares about his daughter. He's participate. He's over here watching, like sees himself on TV, and he's all thinking his kids are gonna be into it, and they're like,
Yeah.
"This is dumb."
Dad, I gotta do homework.
No, yeah, and then she turns it off, and it's like, "Dad, I'm gonna fail if we don't focus." And he's just like, "All right," like he's
Yeah.
he's putting his wants aside because your child's
He's a
more
good
important.
dad. He's a good dad.
It's weird though because they were kind of like trying to hint that like oh well, they didn't really care about her as much as they cared about their son.
I never got that. What are you on about?
Yeah, because she was like, oh, like he broke my toy or whatever, and like you're not gonna do anything about it. And they go, okay, well we'll fix the doll.
Well, how do you handle that interaction? It's like
I throw him off the cliff. This is
Yeah,
how
yeah.
it feels like.
no, it's
How
like
do you you take one of his favorite possessions, and you throw it off the.
you know,
You say,
yeah.
I thought the parachute would work.
This time you knew it wasn't gonna work, so it'd be malicious.
Exactly.
There's a difference. It's like you don't just one right, two wrongs don't make it right. You know.
Yeah.
So at least for
But
if
because
I
of-
had two kids, I wouldn't handle it that way.
Because
so.
there was a time skip, we don't know if he actually didn't do it on the baby.
Oh yeah, that's hilarious.
Yeah, but it was weird. Like for me, they were like kind of being like, oh, like because she was like,
They had a cute
oh, like
relationship.
well, you're not even like punishing them. Yeah, it was like a little cutesy thing, but it was like they were like, oh, like well, he's not even gonna get in trouble and this and that, and like he didn't, and then like they like,
Oh yeah, because she went missing right after. It was
you can
like
still
it's a
discipline your
toy,
kids.
dude. You're not gonna raise hell over a toy. It's like I'm sorry that happened. We're gonna fix it when we get back to our town. It's like
I mean, it's not her fault she never got back.
yeah, exactly. So, but no, I'm just saying I like their relationship a lot. Definitely made me. It's like there's very few moments in cinema that I've watched where I'm like I care about the relationship between two characters
Yeah.
immediately. First one I immediately think of recently was Talk to Me.
Oh, Jesus.
The sister and,
the
not the
brother?
sister, the
The main girl and the
friend of the family and the little brother. Like when they're
Yeah.
just singing in the car, I was like, I love this. Evil Dead Rise had nothing like that. I was like, they don't give a damn about each other. The best thing we got was like I guess I feel like they did something where it was like they like tickled each other on the bed. And I was like, okay, whatever. I was like, I didn't.
I guess they're family.
But I was saying like there's very few moments where I'm like, damn, I actually care like about the
Yeah.
relationship established.
Mhm.
Love the toenail cutting scene. I love the fact that the mother was Hispanic and we got like a classic Hispanic mother.
Yeah.
It was just like we're sitting at the table and we're eating.
Yeah.
Abuelita said
Yeah.
so. We're doing this. Yeah, like I said, there were the issues I had with it was like, okay, there's no moving past a child lost like ever.
You just gotta, just like the dad said, he's like, hey, we just gotta live with it, you know?
Yeah,
we just
but
gotta
it
live with it, move
Sucks.
on.
It happens.
Yeah.
It's impossible. To move
Yeah,
past that, so
exactly,
that-
exactly. You just
So
gotta
that
learn
was
how to
it.
cope with it. That's it.
The idea of them like having somehow transitioned for the sake of their kids, makes sense. But I wish there had been more conflict between the parents earlier
Yeah,
on in the
in a
movie.
They
way.
would. I feel like they should have resented each other more. I feel like the 8-year time skip one, it was like shock value. It was kind of like the Avengers, like after the
blend,
snap
yeah,
or whatever.
Exactly.
And it was like, but it's also like,
The
hey,
holds
we
in a
don't have to
coffee shop.
explain how people adjusted.
Yeah.
Like we're just gonna skip over that, and it's like, okay, like they're still married.
You're right.
They're all seemingly very happy, and then
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. And then
I-
it was
I'm
weird
so-
that they just kept dogging on the grandma.
I thought it was intentional because she was praying. Like
Yeah, the grandma got the worst.
that's when
of
it
dude.
started.
She was praying once, and
She
got
prayed
headbutted.
twice,
She got headbutted. She got
then
bitten.
she's like-
and every time she did, she got like decimated.
yeah, dude.
Down, grandma.
And even her death, dude.
Well, I mean-
even her death, like she gets thrown out the window and then gets eaten by
Supposedly
wolves.
coyotes.
Yeah, wolves.
If there's any
coyotes.
wildlife experts, okay, so if you watch this movie, those are wolves, right?
Those are fucking
I've
wolves.
seen coyotes.
I'd say coyotes.
They're
I
chasing.
take one on.
They chase birds. They build rockets.
Take one on. no,
Yeah,
they were
like,
wolves. They were
maybe
wolves.
three.
Coyotes, like, have
feel
you seen a coyote?
confident. Maybe
Yeah,
three.
I feel like you could like hold its mouth. and
They're a
it'd be-
little bit bigger than a fox. That's a coyote.
Foxes are tiny.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. They're a
coyote's
little
like
bit bigger than a fox.
Like a husky, like slightly bigger than a husky.
No,
it's smaller
no,
than a
no,
husky.
smaller than a husky.
I've seen some pretty big coyotes.
That's what I'm saying. It's
Okay, so
slightly
imagine-
smaller.
These suckers look like wolves. Like, that's the main.
A
form.
coyote is probably as big as this table.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, you're saying from that? No, you.
Yeah, a coyote. Yeah.
Have you've seen coyotes, right?
Yes, in the
They're-
wild several
yeah.
times.
This
Me
fucking
too.
guy.
They're like,
I've fought one.
okay, so like, you know when you like edit a photo,
Yeah.
it's like imagine that you have a dog,
How
and then
big
you
do you
go
think
like,
a husky is?
Pretty
huskies
big.
are big.
Yeah, huskies are big. Like huskies is
I
like
think
huskies are wolves.
huskies is like from
huskies are
this
like a
side of the
medium-
table to
medium-sized
over
dog.
there.
Like-
You go coyote, then you go husky, and then you go wolf.
What the fuck kind of comparison is that?
We're the three things we're talking about.
I'm over
That's
here
how
like the
comparisons
table,
God damn it.
coyote,
I'm not
and
saying
then
We're
They're
not wildlife
small.
specialists.
from here to over
No,
there,
no,
it's
what
a
are you talking
I don't know,
about?
husky.
We gotta take a break too. Now
All
I
right,
gotta
let's take
look
a
it
break.
up.
Let's take a
Holy
break.
shit.
All right, we'll be back.
So we've come to what is it when you consensus?
So I was right.
Conclusion.
Yes, coyotes
Conclusion.
are smaller than a husky. but they're roughly around the same size. Like a larger coyote can be around the size of a smaller husky.
All right. We got it.
A coyote.
Do we?
A coyote is medium.
So what?
And a husky is husky.
Hold on. We got it, Leo. What is the consensus?
A coyote is like this. Okay. A husky is like that. Like this. See that? Like that.
No.
Red.
He literally just repeated what he said before the recording. I forgot everything.
He wasn't listening.
He wasn't paying attention. Okay, all right. Back to it then.
Cool.
Things I liked. This might be not controversial, but not agreed upon. I liked the ending a lot.
Me too. I like the ending a lot. I like the ending.
I thought I know
even though the ending was dark. Yeah, the ending
ending
was dark and cheesy, but it was actually a happy ending.
Yeah, but I was like, yeah, that lady does not deserve to live.
No, it doesn't. And
it was like, imagine if The Exorcist ended with the priest bringing the possessed piece, and they're like, we found this murderer. We're gonna just transfer.
I was gonna say,
over.
I was like, it kind of did end it like that. The Exorcist.
Yeah, 'cause he was like, I'll take it from the girl.
Yeah,
and
exactly. He just yeah. So
well, I mean, yeah, it was kind of a similar ending, but it was like instead of just sacrificing the dad, the mom, classic Latina
yeah, exactly.
woman. Was
Before we get to that actual ending,
I ain't accepting this.
when
my man ain't getting no days off.
when the dad gets possessed and they put him into the coffin.
Yeah, I was telling you.
Oh, a little more.
Yeah, they're doing Morse code or whatever. And he's like,
Yeah.
oh, he says he loves us or whatever. And I was just like, he says he's feeling better now. He says we should let him out. It's like, no, little girl, that's the mummy.
I just like it's like duh, 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 duh.
Yeah, just like
That's how you-
Yeah.
he's like dad. And then you hear dad like just.
No, I mean I say it was a good ending because it wasn't the ending I was expecting. So I was like, oh, okay, that's a little bit different, you know. So in a way, I would see the dad coming back, just like the little girl did. In fact, sooner than the little girl did, because yeah,
Because how the hell did she come back?
fucking who knows, dude.
and then
Okay, but anyway, randomly, you said 7, like 6.5,
yeah,
and you said
I still
6.5.
send a solid.
I think 7, solid 7.
Solid 7?
Yeah, solid 7.
6.4 on IMDb.
Makes sense.
Interesting. What about
And Rotten Tomatoes? You got a 47%.
Oof, that's
So
rough.
47% critic score, but a 74% audience score.
I'm gonna assume how dark and gruesome it is from critics, and that's why people love it.
See, the thing is, I feel like Lee Cronin made a successful Evil Dead movie, and he was like, I'm just going to do that again. Like-
Was it successful?
I
It
mean,
was all
It
right.
was acceptable.
it was acceptable.
Yeah, it was acceptable.
passing.
Yeah, so he does.
The tomato was neither fresh nor rotten.
It was ripe.
Lee Cronin has this thing that
it was being
just
ready
like
to be used.
what's the name of the director from Terrifier? Damien Leone.
Yeah.
Just like Damien Leone does with Terrifier, he comes up with these scenes, and he just kind of throws it in the movie. Obviously, Lee Cronin does it better than Terrifier does, you know, but he does have this view for like, oh, this is gonna make someone irk, you know, this is gonna make someone just squeamish, you know. So it's good, it's effective, right? But that's like their main takeaways from these directors, you know, like their movies might not be the greatest things ever, but you're in for a couple of scenes that you might go like,
let's say, for example, like a director can have like a signature, right?
Yeah.
Like, with Hitchcock, it was like the silhouette,
sure.
right? This one was just the weird like zoom in shot.
I wouldn't necessarily say.
If you
Sure.
see that shot, you're like, oh, that's a Lee Cronin movie.
Sure.
So that he just used that scene so much, and I was like, okay, like it's getting old, and then it happened again. I was like, okay, this is starting to get annoying, and it happened again. I was like, why are we focusing on the sink? Like they were literally focusing on a faucet,
Yeah.
and I was like, it got to the point so much. So I watched Welcome to Raccoon City, because after I saw the Resident Evil trailer, I was like, oh, well, why did people think this is so much better? I watched it, and they had a scene that was exactly the same, and I actually got a headache. They did the same shot like they were doing for the Mummy for like the majority of the runtime, and it made me angry.
Probably because you already seen it, but I mean, yeah. I mean, that's it's effective in some movies, defective in the Evil
I think
Dead.
it would
'cause-
be effective in this movie if they didn't use it so often.
Yeah. I guess so. Because in the Evil Dead, it's like a signature thing in the Evil Dead that just it makes you feel disoriented.
The
and it's
biggest
like
signature thing of
crazy.
Evil Dead is the basically not a drone shot, but like that zip line shot.
following.
That
Oh,
is-
of course.
that is the most
yeah, the
iconic
first
shot.
person just,
Yes,
yeah,
from
that's
Yoji
an
on, phenomenal. Like
every Evil Dead movie
it's
needs to have that.
expected.
Needs to have that.
We talk about how like the grandma just kept getting dogged on.
Yeah, I said 'cause she was praying too much.
Sucks. Yeah, I'm assuming because like she was
But
the
it's-
most.
okay,
She's the
so,
most
like-
religious one there.
Does that
That's-
matter? Like if you're a all evil encompassing mummy?
Yes.
And someone
Actually,
just,
hold
like,
on.
something
I have a
holes.
take on this real quick. Why was the Egyptian demon bothered by it if
You don't
her
worship something else in his presence.
her religion didn't exist for
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
right?
But it's the idea of like
I-
if you're like a
I
fucking
guess.
Because the mummy was Jewish and then she was practicing Catholicism. And he's like, I don't know
mean,
what that
more,
is.
more or
that
less.
makes me
It's,
angry.
Yeah, in
it's
a
more
way.
like
The
it's.
mummy was a bigot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, what do you expect for something that old? They're like women, right?
Well,
Oh,
women in
another
my
thing we
presence.
didn't mention was how the dad spent the entire movie doing all these studies.
That's
and,
what I'm. That's
and doing all this research,
and he did nothing with it. Yeah.
and he did nothing with it.
See, you asked me what my favorite parts were, so I was going over my favorite parts. I can go into the parts I didn't like. about the
yeah.
movie.
Yeah. No. Same with me. Same
How
with me.
much time you got?
Yeah, I mean, we already know yours. We
Yeah.
already vocalized it, but I'm
And
like, for
we
me,
pretty
for
much have the
someone who
same
liked the
ones.
movie, there's very much some very annoying things in the movie.
Yes. Very.
The fact that they moved past the loss of their child annoyed me. It was like, oh, that's kind of awkward because it's something that you would never get over.
Yeah.
This next segment would be the father's research into his daughter's disappearance. Calls the old detective. He's like, hey, you guys accused me. You guys thought it was me. We got my daughter back. Are you gonna do better than your predecessor? And I love the detectives kind of like from a dispatch agent to a detective,
Like a full-on
Like,
detective.
full-
yeah.
and the fact that she's barely found anyone alive, like ever.
Yeah.
She's found what? I think she's at 56.
Yeah.
But now this is the person alive. So it's like there's a lot of character development there. Whatever. You're right. He goes to Professor. He finds out the name of the demon. Right. He basically discovers what it is.
Yeah. He finds out
and
what
does
it is.
nothing with it. And they're like, what? Like
He
'cause
finds writings
they're like, this is-
in carvings in the bands that the girl had. He
like
finds
Hail
a
Mary.
name. Yeah, he finds a
Figures it
name
out.
in Morse code that gives the detective like a huge lead. Well, I mean, not really a lead, but she
It
turns
gives
into
her
a huge
something.
lead. Yeah, and he does like maybe he does. It's not like he does nothing. It's more like it doesn't click to him until the very end. It's like, oh my god, it's a demon. Like you know,
There's-
shit,
There's
dude.
there's like two bigger parts with that too. Okay, because you're asking why the grandmother was targeted so much. Arguably, she was the anchor of the family. She was the pillar that was kind of like maintaining. it.
Yeah, yeah. I guess
The
you're right.
mother was drowning in sorrow, trying to just fix her daughter, trying to just support her daughter as much as can. The father is off like trying to figure out the mystery, and the kids are being taken care of by the grandmother. We had already learned from the father's perspective, from the professor, that this demon prefers, or you see, that's the thing. It's not even a mummy. It's like it's a demon.
Yeah. That's what
So
I was
like,
I was like, you didn't need to call us the
Yeah.
mummy.
Yeah.
This is a
so the
demon.
the mummy is the idea of it is that it likes to tear apart the household, likes to tear apart the family. How do you do that? You take away the pillar. That was the grandmother. That's how I interpreted it. She
Yeah.
was the most religious one who had some kind of faith in something that would not give her that much power over her as
Yeah.
far as like mental. Like the kids just like instantly they're kids.
Oh yeah.
The mother was already breaking down, and the father was just again kind of useless for the most part.
Yeah, he kind of was.
So that's why I thought the grandmother was targeted. Now, the one thing I hated was that she just got possessed. I was like, okay,
After she died.
yeah, but it's like what?
Oh,
what?
at the end?
Like, yeah, at the end where she's possessed as her corpse is possessed.
Yeah, I'm
I
like,
like, what?
where was the corpse, dude?
It was
in their
inside the house.
Oh,
Because remember the viewing was in the house.
it was. Oh, that happened the day after.
It was the same
The
day.
same night.
Yeah.
Trying to do some math here.
Yeah.
Before like when did he?
Little girl bites the priest. The mummy falls from the roof. Starts taking a bite out of grandma.
And then they have her tied up in the chair.
And she starts floating.
And she starts floating, and that's when everything should have clicked for the dad. Like, oh yeah, this
Yeah,
is a
the
demon.
dad
Yeah,
sees the
dad-
chair
the dad's
floating.
sitting there. He's looking at her. She's duct taped to the chair. She starts floating.
Before that happens,
then
though,
he-
you gotta admit that was a cool scene where she was just bobbing her head
I
back
love
and
that
forth.
scene. Yes.
And then
I was told to stop,
upstairs,
I was told to stop talking about the stuff I liked. I like that
Where-
scene.
That scene was
Where-
cool.
I
That
also
scene was
like
cool,
the
yeah.
crawling to the wall scene. I thought
Where
that
did
was
she
sick.
possess him?
She was just talking to his head. She didn't even like possess him. She just kept talking to him.
No, she fully possessed him at like
She fully possessed him.
at that
At
point.
the end, yeah. At the end, yeah. But I feel like, I don't know, dude. I don't know.
But
Like, how
so
does she-
he's watching his daughter float in a wheelchair, and then you hear and he's like, "I'll go see who it is."
Yeah, well,
and
you
he-
stay there.
Yeah, he's
Don't
stay
go
there,
get too
fly.
high. Don't get. I'm gonna have to tie you up. Like,
watch the ceiling; it's low. And it's
yeah,
just like, okay.
exactly.
And
And he doesn't bring it up. He goes
No,
downstairs.
no, not at
He
all.
goes with his wife. They watch a movie.
and the movie is my least favorite scene. Unfortunately, it bordered that line where it was just too much.
No, my scene. I can tell you what my worst scene was.
What was it?
Yeah, you don't know what it is. It's when she decides to go full berserk on the family, and she's like, "Little brother,
Oh yeah, it's that same segment.
come
yeah.
undress me." And I was like, "Why would you even say it like that?
Yeah, no,
If you
but-
know you're just gonna take your fucking
just
bands up,
hated how-
why would they even? Why, if from a production standpoint, they just did it for shock value? That wasn't necessary.
There's a couple things.
That
It's
was
like-
not necessary at all.
Like the beetle comes out of her mouth and she wakes up, right? The beetle goes into her mouth because that's another that bugged the shit out of me. The fucking
Nectar.
The nectar. I'll get into that in a second.
The nectar.
So
Yeah.
whenever she bites the nectarine, I'm just gonna call it
Yeah.
nectarine. She bites the nectarine, it goes into her mouth. She's passes out. She takes her. I was like, okay, beetle is like some kind of like ancient drug to like subdue her, and then immediately like during the possession video, she's screaming and asking for her family's help, and it's the most fucked up thing ever.
Yeah.
Honest to God, I was like, this is so hard to watch. It reminded me of Dr. Sleep in the segment where
Yeah.
they're murdering that little boy. I was like, that segment is insanely difficult
Hard
to
to
watch,
watch, yeah.
and almost hard to recommend the movie just because that one scene. Like this is this is right there, and I was like, and then the way they had done that like, suggestive moment with the siblings, and then the way they positioned her over the mummy, I was like, I swear to God, if this goes where I think it's gonna go, I hope to God it doesn't go there. I'm gonna fucking hate this movie. Like this is that would have broke the movie for me completely.
Yeah.
Because it would have gone overboard, and then it said it was just puke, and I was like, all right, thank God. Like,
Yeah, I know.
and then, but the thing is that the moment she wakes up, the fucking beetle comes out of her mouth.
That
like-
means that same beetle was in her for 8 years.
But
I
I'm saying,
think-
I thought it was like a sedation thing. So I was like,
No.
It's just a beetle, I guess.
I think
guess
that
it was
beetle-
like a vessel thing, like
To me, that
the
beetle is
shock
like
was
it's
the thing
supposed
that-
to like preserve her in a way, you know, so
maybe.
she doesn't.
I mean, that makes a little more sense because it didn't make any sense to me.
Yeah, that's the only thing that I can think of because it's like, why
Um,
was the beetle needed at all?
Just because it was a mummy. That's what it felt
Exactly.
like. And that's
It's like, oh, there's a mummy. We need to have a sandstorm, and we need to have a beetle,
yeah.
and we need to have.
Why do
badges.
beetles have to do with the mummy?
You ever saw the OG?
Yeah, but this
Brendan
is not.
Fraser?
I know, but this is not even made by Universal. Like,
I'm just-
and they're
this-
I
trying.
know, but you
The
need
scarab
you
is
need
like a thing.
like
guess,
mummy
dude.
to make it. Otherwise, it's like
Are
this is
scarabs
just-
even a thing in fucking
Look
Egypt?
it up while we try to finish this discussion.
Oh, what was
No.
another thing?
I gotta get to that nectar.
And
No,
then
I'm
it just
curious.
felt,
I'm really
it
curious.
felt like they were just trying to be like, oh, let's just make Evil Dead again when they like had the ground be possessed or whatever.
And yeah, and
And
that's
she
what
like looks at the dad and she was like, "Tu quieres sex?" With the tortilla. But no, yeah. So there's a part that really bothered me, and this is the one you're talking about, is the nectarine scene, right?
yes, this is like the main
So
clue
they go
you
like,
would have,
we,
right?
Yeah.
we couldn't find Katie for 8 years. All we did was we found a nectarine at the crime scene, and there happens to be a nectarine farm like 5 miles away.
And it's super
And we
rare.
Never made the connection. Yeah,
That
And
was
there's
the
no-
main thing. I was like, no way. Like,
Well, for them, it was because it wasn't registered in their system.
no, they have a photo of it
Yeah.
at the crime scene.
Yeah, but they didn't know it was a farm. They're like, does that look like a farm? I don't know. Let me check. Well, it's not
No, but
registered in our system.
if nectars are so rare,
You
yeah.
search where the nearest ones would be.
I
And
know,
and then
I
you
know,
would
but
check
in
and
the
you'd be like,
police
"Hey, why are
department,
they
they
digging
said
this
that
video?"
So it would
they
have made
had.
more and more sense to be like, oh, they looked into them at some point versus like, we had
Well,
We just
no
discovered
clue.
in their defense, their police department sucked ass from the very beginning. So
I didn't take it that way, but sure. I
yeah,
guess.
no, of
what
course,
makes you think that?
because they're like, oh, well, we'll try to find her, and it's like, well, all the missing cases that we did, we only found like this many, and then they just pointed fingers at the dad, which is, it makes sense, but at
It
the
makes
same
sense.
time, it's like they didn't really make an effort to find it. That's why the dad was so
Yeah, you're-
pissed.
Unfortunately, you're just filling it in for them.
Yeah.
There's no way.
I'm defending the law.
It's just like
Because I'm being honest, like I had
like
personal gripes with the
statistically
movie, but I was like,
statistically, it's very hard to find someone who's been kidnapped or trafficked, and then they're like, it's more than likely that they did something and they're trying to cover it up. Like they're like, we're not saying that's what happened, but
Yeah.
like it's possible. So we can't scratch that as a possibility. So like them thinking that isn't bad police work, that's good police work.
Yeah, I guess.
Because they're like,
yeah,
hey,
makes
let's make
sense.
sure the family didn't do it.
No, okay, fine.
you
Fair
always,
enough.
That's
you
the
always
most
like
likely.
inward to the family.
Yeah.
Fair enough. That's another down point of the movie because it's like,
I
oh,
think
they
he
just
just
found
thinks they were
it.
bad because it looked dirty. it looked dark and like they didn't have lights. And then he's like, "Oh, this is a bad police station."
Oh,
He's like, "All my police stations have lights."
the atmosphere of the police station wasn't up to his standard.
Yeah.
Oh, I did like the fact that they actually put some foreign language in the movie.
I like how
You know,
the
I
movie.
can't
I like how like 40% of the movie, maybe 60% of the movie, took place in Egypt.
Yeah, I was
Okay, but so if you get the movie and you switch it from Egyptian to Latin, it's just an exorcism movie.
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
No, yeah. I'm just saying that like I hate when movies are like they're in Mexico and they're just speaking perfect English.
Like we're in Mexico. Sombrero is like, "Don't worry, buddy, I speak English," and then just everyone speaks English. For the rest of the movie.
And I was like,
makes
we're
sense,
having full on dialogue segments, and this is pretty cool.
I feel like that would throw a lot of people off. There's, I didn't come here to read
that's
a
what
movie.
that's what that 4.5 is.
Yeah. I'm part of the minority.
But no, yeah, that's the full movie. If you guys want to add anything, go ahead. The only other thing I was like, by the end of the movie, I was like, I don't know why the evil family or the evil mother takes so much pride in being such an evil family. Why don't you just have a firstborn child and just sacrifice that?
Yeah.
Instead of
it's like if you literally didn't care, like
she didn't
your
care about her husband
died,
she didn't care
your
about
two
her
sons
kids.
died.
It's like
You cut the tongue off your daughter.
it's like
Yeah, so it's like, why her? Why this little girl?
why just have a why not just have a child and do the horrible ritual and then just protect the thing?
Well, because they need the bloodline.
Yeah, they could still have the bloodline. Just
Yeah.
have more kids.
And also, like, because you're like, oh, just have a baby and use the baby as a sacrifice or whatever. And then there's always like, you're like, you can adopt.
That's messed up, but yeah,
It's messed up, but,
yeah. There's other alternatives in trying to take a foreigner.
Yeah. They're like, if they kidnapped anybody other than a white girl, I think they would have gotten away with it. Oh no, they kidnapped the American white girl.
I don't want to make the jokes I'm thinking. I'll leave it at that. But yeah.
Anyways,
Hey,
before
so when
we
he
get
says
canceled,
when he says, I don't want to make the jokes I'm thinking, and he continues talking, just bleep out everything he says after that.
cancelable.
But yeah, you guys have anything else to add?
No, that was The Mummy.
I like the movie.
I'm looking forward to Brendan Fraser's The Mummy 4.
Brendan Fraser's return. Have you seen Rental Family?
No, I haven't.
He's good.
Have
in
you? Yeah.
That was The Mummy. Yeah, half and half. You want to watch it?
Morse code.
It's a movie. Yeah, Morse
Just to
code.
let him
I've
out.
been giving
He
the
says he
audience
loves
a-
me.
You're just like, why are you tapping the whole time? And you're like, don't worry about it. And then like Google Translates, like, subscribe, comment.
I now I wish I was doing that the whole episode.
Yeah.
Who's Lori?
Who's Lori?
Shut up.
You're gonna get in
Don't
trouble.
get me in trouble.
No,
I didn't do
No,
nothing.
I'm saying like, what's the name of the girl? Lori?
Katie.
No, the other one. There you go. See,
Starts with an L.
that's why.
What is it? The little girl who she was friends with and who had her tongue cut
Layla.
out. Layla.
Layla. Oh, okay. Well, that's what I confused it with.
Cool. Anyway, thank you for watching. Thank you for listening. Feel free to leave a comment down below on what movie you think we should do next. We're going to be off next week, but the week after that, I do want to watch Obsession. And
That comes out the week after that?
It comes out on the 15th.
Oh, yeah.
So we'll be meeting on the 17th or the 19th.
Oh,
And then the next recording I want to do is going to be that movie.
nice.
In order to prep for that, there's a movie I want you guys to watch. I believe it's free on YouTube. It's called Milk and Cereal. It's made by Curry Barker as well. They have I think it's their YouTube channel as well, but I know it's their TikTok. It's That's a Bad Idea. I think they're gonna be like the next Filippo brothers. The Filippo
Oh,
brothers.
you think so?
I think they're gonna be big.
Oh, interesting.
But yeah, thank you for watching. Thank you for listening. We will see you guys in the next video. Bye.
Bye. Love you.
Bye.